We need to have a serious conversation about the badge on that jersey. We are talking about the reigning 2025 MLS Cup champions. We are talking about a team that redefined what is possible in North American soccer. A team that walked through fire last season to lift the trophy and prove to the world that the Miami project was a sporting juggernaut, not just a marketing campaign. But after what we witnessed tonight at Geodis Park, I am left wondering, where is the hunger? Where is the champions' DNA? We stepped onto that pitch as the kings of MLS, but for 90 minutes, we played like a team waiting for a miracle that never arrived. You don't get to rest on the laurels of 2025 when you are chasing continental glory in 2026. The expectations have shifted. We are no longer the underdogs. We are the elite. And frankly, tonight's performance was an insult to the standard this club set for itself just a few months ago. Let's look at the cold, hard facts. And I warn you, they are ugly. Javier Mascherano made the call to start Lionel Messi, but left Luis Suárez on the bench. The result? A complete and utter disconnection in the final third. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, we saw an Inter Miami side that looked toothless. We finished the match with a staggering, embarrassing statistic. 1 shot on target. Just 1. This is Nashville SC we are talking about. Messi's favorite victim, a team he had scored against in 8 consecutive matches. The streak is dead, and it died because the service was non-existent. While we sat on the ball with useless possession, Nashville was the one carving out real chances. If it weren't for Dane Saint, Clair turning into a brick wall and delivering a man-of-the-match performance in goal, we wouldn't be talking about a draw. We'd be mourning a humiliating defeat. We were outplayed by a team that had less of the ball, but 10 times the intent. Where was the support? We've seen Sergio Busquets masterfully dictate play in the past, but tonight, the midfield felt like it was running through molasses. When you leave Suárez on the bench, you take away the one player who speaks the same footballing language as Messi, the one player who knows exactly where the spaces will open. Without that partnership, Messi was an island. He was forced to drop so deep to even touch the ball that by the time he turned toward goal, he was 60 yards away from the danger zone. And where were the academy stars? This was the moment for the young legs to step up and provide the energy that the veterans were lacking. But instead, we saw a lack of courage to take players on. The villain tonight isn't a single player. It's a tactical setup that assumed the number 10 could solve every problem by himself. You cannot win a Champions Cup by being a one-man show, especially when that man is being triple-teamed every time he breathes. This isn't just a bump in the road. It's a wake-up call for the entire 2026 campaign. We are currently in the hunt for the Supporters' Shield, and more importantly, we are trying to build momentum for the 2026 FIFA Club World Cup. You cannot walk into a global tournament playing this brand of safe soccer. This draw against Nashville in the round of 16 puts an immense amount of pressure on the second leg in Fort Lauderdale. We've lost the luxury of a cushion. If we don't sharpen the clinical edge of this team immediately, we risk a premature exit from the Champions Cup, which would be a catastrophic failure for a squad of this magnitude. Every point matters, every goal matters, and right now, the rest of the league and the continent is seeing that if you frustrate Messi and isolate the midfield, the champions of 2025 are suddenly beatable. I'm tired of excuses, and I'm tired of hearing about workloads. And if you want to be a global dynasty, you show up every single night. We demand excellence because we know what this team is capable of. We've seen the magic, we've held the trophy, and we know that Inter Miami is meant to be the gold standard. Mascherano needs to look in the mirror, and the players need to remember why they wear that crest. We are going back to Miami with our lives on the line in the second leg, and anything less than a dominant multi-goal victory is unacceptable. If you're as frustrated as I am, or if you still have faith that the GOAT will turn this around in the return leg, I want to hear from you. Smash that like button if you demand more from this squad, and subscribe to Inter Miami HQ. We don't just report the news, we hold this club to the standard of champions. See you at the home leg.